Will China's fourth aircraft carrier truly reach a staggering 140,000 tons, significantly larger than the U.S. Ford class? The answer to this question not only captures the attention of military enthusiasts worldwide, but also holds implications for the future landscape of global maritime power. Recently, this giant displacement estimate has been frequently cited by foreign media, sparking heated debate. However, a calm analysis considering technological accumulation, practical constraints, and international experience reveals that 140,000 tons is highly improbable. A displacement of 110,000 to 120,000 tons appears a far more reasonable and credible technical choice. To understand the fourth carrier's displacement, one must first examine China's technological development path for aircraft carriers. As a pivotal transitional vessel, the Fujian has achieved breakthroughs like electromagnetic catapults, yet its displacement of approximately 80,000 tons still falls within the category of large conventionally powered carriers. Its deck layout already exhibits certain limitations. For instance, one of the three electromagnetic catapults has its space partially occupied by the aircraft holding area, affecting operational efficiency. Equipped with only 2 elevators, it may also become a bottleneck during high-intensity combat operations. These design trade-offs fundamentally stem from the space constraints imposed by conventional propulsion systems. Massive fuel tanks and boiler rooms compress the effective volume of hangars and ammunition storage. Therefore, for the fourth ship to achieve generational advancement, increased displacement is an inevitable requirement of technological progress. Greater displacement translates to a wider flight deck, more spacious hangar areas, and a more rational layout for catapults and elevators. Foreign media, analyzing satellite imagery, estimate the fourth ship's hull width at 42 to 43 meters, 3 meters wider than the U.S. Ford class, providing the physical foundation for carrying more aircraft, and installing 4 electromagnetic catapults. An additional catapult could boost daily aircraft sorties by over 30%, a critical factor in combat capability generation. While the 140,000-ton concept is visually striking, it faces nearly insurmountable engineering hurdles. The primary challenge lies in the propulsion system's heart. Jumping from 80,000 to 140,000 tons means dramatically increased hull resistance, requiring an exponential increase in propulsion power. Experts estimate that propelling a 120,000-ton behemoth would require at least 290,000 horsepower. This poses an immense challenge for China's naval-grade high-power nuclear reactors, which have yet to undergo real ship validation. The French aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle serves as a cautionary tale. Its direct adaptation of a nuclear submarine reactor resulted in insufficient power, limiting its maximum speed to just 27 knots and severely impacting operational readiness. While China's actively developed fourth-generation thorium-based molten salt reactor technology in Gansu and Shandong shows great promise, its naval adaptability and reliability require further validation. Without a dedicated nuclear test vessel, equipping an entirely new supercarrier design with such an advanced propulsion system carries immense risk. Second is the question of engineering feasibility. China has adopted a steady, incremental advancement strategy, progressing from the 60,000-ton Shandong to the 80,000-ton Fujian. A 75% tonnage leap in one go far exceeds conventional engineering iteration cycles. Such a jump lacks the necessary technological transition in hull design, materials science, and construction techniques. By contrast, the 110,000-120,000-ton target appears far more pragmatic. It ensures asymmetric advantages over the Ford class while containing technical risks, aligning with China's defense industry tradition of maturing one step at a time. U.S. experience offers equally valuable insights. America's planning for the Ford class explored 120,000, 150,000, and even 170,000-ton options before settling on the proven 100,000-ton platform. This reflects not a lack of ambition, but recognition that under current technological constraints, the 100,000-120,000-ton range represents the optimal, golden balance of overall performance, cost, and combat effectiveness. Blind pursuit of absolute displacement could lead to structural redundancy, reduced maneuverability, and spiraling costs, ultimately undermining overall combat capability. When an aircraft carrier's displacement exceeds 80,000 tons, the limitations of conventional propulsion become strikingly apparent. Consequently, nuclear power is virtually the only viable option for the fourth ship in the class. To support the massive hull and high-energy consuming equipment like electromagnetic catapults, the power plant and fuel tanks of a conventional system would expand to excessive proportions, crowding out space intended for aircraft and ammunition. Nuclear propulsion perfectly resolves this dilemma. Its high power density and virtually unlimited endurance provide near-infinite electricity for electromagnetic catapults, future laser weapons, and other systems. Removing the massive smokestack allows the island superstructure to be significantly reduced and rearward relocated, freeing up precious deck space and greatly optimizing carrier aircraft operations. Multiple sources indicate the fourth ship is the leading candidate to become China's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Authoritative media like the Baonia magazine have revealed that the domestically built fourth carrier may adopt a nuclear propulsion system. U.S. media speculation is even more specific, suggesting it could utilize a new generation reactor with single reactor power potentially reaching 1.2 times that of the Ford class. Nuclear power is not only the foundation for increasing displacement, but also the core technological prerequisite for China's carriers to venture into the open seas and execute global strategic deployment. Discussions on displacement must also consider the aerial warfare landscape over the next decade. By late 2024, China's sixth-generation fighter prototypes for both North and South regions had successfully completed maiden flights. This indicates that the new generation of fighters will likely far exceed the J-35 and J-15 currently in service in terms of wingspan, fuselage length, and takeoff, landing roll distance. A ready lesson is that the U.S. Ford-class carrier design failed to fully anticipate all compatibility challenges with the F-35C and E-2D early warning aircraft. Therefore, the design of the fourth carrier must incorporate ample margin for compatibility with sixth-generation aircraft. The flight deck must exceed 340 meters in length to accommodate the extended takeoff and landing requirements of sixth-generation aircraft. Hoist capacity must also be upgraded to the 40-ton class to handle heavier, larger future fighters. From this strategic perspective, opting for a 120,000-ton displacement rather than 100,000 tons represents a highly forward-looking approach. This ensures the fourth ship won't rapidly become obsolete due to platform limitations during its 30-year service life. Overall, the foreign media's portrayal of a 140,000-ton behemoth appears more like strategic hype designed for shock value than an assessment grounded in engineering reality. Constrained by multiple factors, including propulsion system reliability, engineering risk management, and cost-effectiveness, a Type 004 carrier with a displacement between 110,000 and 120,000 tons, nuclear propulsion, and 4 electromagnetic catapults represents the most logical and feasible solution within the Chinese Navy's capabilities. This design would not only match, or even partially surpass the Ford class in key performance metrics, but also effectively manage risks, maintaining the China speed that has characterized the nation's carrier development. As for the final form in which it will astonish the world, it may well follow the Chinese defense industry's customary approach: build it and reveal it later. The answer lies just ahead.